I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life.
And I did.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops.
All right, and let me stop you right there. Drug use.
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
All right, folks, buckle up, because today we've got ourselves a sovereign citizen showdown that's going to test every ounce of patience this judge has. The star of the circus? A man who claims he doesn't need drugs, doesn't need mental health help, and apparently doesn't even need reality to function. He's in court facing some serious prison time, but in true sovereign citizen fashion, he's about to sprinkle in some I don't consent magic words, like it's a courtroom Uno reverse card. Spoiler alert, that card's not in the deck. Now let's set the stage. This guy—
All right, Judge, he's on his way up. For your edification, this was a plea that we entered in front of Judge Angelini for 10 deferred.
Oh, no, I remember.
Okay, well, I'm just going to fill you in on what's going on there today.
All right, what's happening today?
So I asked the DA if he would be willing to consider the 10 deferred. He said, let me think about it. We did enter the plea fully and officially on the 4 silent. Mr. Hernandez then tells me he wants me to put in a motion to dismiss for prejudice, and I told him there is no such thing because, you know, judges bust plea bargains all the time. That doesn't give you a right to dismiss. And so then he says, well, he wants a jury trial. And I said, well, we have entered the plea on the 4 silent, so the judge may or may not allow you to withdraw your plea. And then that's what he wants to speak to you about.
All right. All right, we can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing. And
Excuse
She
me.
hasn't started
I'm sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right, and let me stop you right there. All this thing where people say they don't understand what they were signing, based upon what is the information that I've received, that first it was 10 years deferred and the judge denied it, and then it came back to a silent offer. Yeah, everybody understood. Court is calling 2023 CR 10221, State of Texas versus Joe Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right, and are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, a plea was entered in this case on, let me see what date is stamped on here, on April 22nd, 2024. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. All right, with regards to the plea bargain agreement, the court, of course, does not have the PSI because we're coming back. Can someone tell me what his criminal history is?
Judge, I don't have a file on the applicant.
Basically, I could be off on this, but my memory is some minor misdemeanors and no felony convictions.
Mhm. So counsel, do you wish to have a PSI done, or do you wish the court to make its ruling?
Honestly, Judge, based on his criminal history, and of course, you don't have the benefit of the interview with him, but Mr. Delgado and Escobar and I can fill you in on part of the, I think it was part of this plea bargain too, was evaluation for Mick. There are definitely some mental health issues going on. You can tell by reading the report, but you do not have the benefit of having that in front of you. But I do feel confident, of course, it's up to him to go forward today.
All right. So I am reading the police report, and based upon the police report that I've read that are in the stipulation, there is documentation of bizarre behavior. And I don't know, based upon the police report, if that bizarre behavior was drug induced or if there's some sort of mental health issues.
Which is why I think we had dual, right, with Mick, or was it just Mick?
I'm making yes, that was
I mean, based on my time, and certainly I'm not an expert in any way, but I would tend to think it might have been both, but definitely some mental health issues.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Hernandez.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right. Not even in your childhood?
No, ma'am.
Drug use.
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
Guy, Mr. Hernandez, actually had a plea deal on the table. 4 years, a fine, and he could have been done with it. But no. He suddenly decides he didn't understand what he signed, as if not reading the fine print is a get-out-of-jail-free card. The judge? She's not buying it for a second dot. So here he is, standing before Judge Boyd, trying to backpedal faster than a cyclist in reverse. He swears he's never touched drugs in his life, except for alcohol, but apparently that doesn't count. Really? A guy with a criminal record, as long as his excuses wants us to believe he's never used anything? Come on. Judges don't hand out convictions like trick-or-treat candy.
I'm an alcoholic, yes. I drink, but that's it.
All right. So in the stipulation, they're saying that you were exhibiting bizarre behavior.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life. I was asking for help. And I didn't want to die that night. Somebody came at my door trying to kill me.
And I
And
didn't,
I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops. She has the phone record that I called the cops asking for help. I ended up at the hotel. I did everything wrong, yes. But I was just trying to save my life that night. I didn't want to die that night. I didn't want somebody to take my life for no reason. That's the God's honest truth. And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. That's your question.
or you can request the judge to give you deferred, and then that way you know that, you know what the end result's gonna be.
I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. And this is what I don't think people understand. We can go off the record. Everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal. The question is, do you want a jury trial? Yes or no? And let me explain something to you. If you say you want a jury trial, this train is going to a jury trial. This train is not at the last minute. Oh, I see witnesses walking in the door, so therefore I'm deciding to enter a plea bargain agreement. If you want a jury trial, court will give you a jury trial. You will get a quick, fast jury trial. So you want to discuss that with your attorney? You can. You all want to discuss that?
I'm good with the jury trial.
Do you want to discuss that with your client?
I think based on my conversation with him earlier this morning that he is, because of what happened the other day, it just took him off of pleading and he wants his jury trial.
All right. We're coming back on June 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
And you will have your jury trial, and your plea deadline date has expired.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Just one moment.
Off the record,
Yes.
I'm going to the new Plaza Club on Weston to find out. It's supposed to open up. I'm gonna find out what the lunches are about. I understand you love the chop top.
Yes.
I don't think they have it. I'm gonna find out and I'll report back
Yes. Do away with their chopped salad.
because the world changes, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably text you.
All
let
right.
you know what's
All
going
right. Thank you.
on. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You've got to earn those dot, but Hernandez doesn't stop there. He spins this wild story about someone trying to take his life, running through doors, ending up in hospitals, calling the cops. It's a full-blown soap opera. And the kicker? He insists he doesn't have mental health issues, despite everyone around him raising eyebrows at his behavior. The judge, patient but firm, lays it out plain. Do you want a jury trial, yes or no? And here's where the sovereign citizen magic really fizzles. Because no matter how many times you shout, right to face my accuser or dismissal, none of it erases the fact that you entered a plea. None of it cancels the law. This train is heading straight to trial whether he likes it or not, Dotton Hernandez. He actually says he's good with a jury trial. Just like that, the plea deal's gone. the lifeline he had snatched away by his own stubbornness. So now we move into the fallout. The plea deal is gone, the jury trial is set, and Judge Boyd has officially lost her patience with this back-and-forth game. You can almost hear it in her tone. She's done babysitting. Hernandez had a chance to keep things simple, but instead, he chose to drag the court into the sovereign citizen twilight zone. She makes it crystal clear. This is no longer about what Hernandez consents to or what he understands. The law doesn't care if he feels like cooperating. He's locked in now, and the jury's going to decide his fate. And here's the scary part for him. That 4-year deal he tossed away like a crumpled receipt, it's gone forever. At trial, he could be looking at a whole lot worse. But Hernandez still doesn't get it. He starts rambling again, circling, back to his rights, how he's been treated, how the system is out to get him. It's the same script we've heard from every sovereign citizen who thinks they've cracked some secret code to avoid accountability. And every single time, it ends the same way. Hard time behind bars. The judge finally shuts it down with finality. We're done here, she basically says. And that's it. Court adjourned. Hernandez is left standing there, looking like he just realized the gravity of what he's done. Because let's face it, the bravado, the legal mumbo-jumbo, the posturing, it all sounds tough until the reality of a jury trial sets in. And reality, unlike fantasy law, doesn't bend to your imagination. So here's the bottom line. Hernandez walked into court with a deal that could have saved him years of his life. Instead, he walked out with nothing but a date for trial and a mountain of regret waiting to collapse on him. Another sovereign citizen who thought he could outsmart the system only to outsmart himself.